Hey everyone, welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. I'm Nimmi. I hope you all are doing well. This week's card is the Star. Star is the 17th card in Tarot, and this is ruled by the zodiac sign Aquarius, and the ruling planet is Uranus. Star's energy is all about hope, optimism, positivity. This is about dreams, inspiration, faith, renewal, spiritual awareness. And this is also about an openness, authentic expression of who we are, expressing ourselves in an authentic way. So, yeah, and when this appears in a reading, it could be that the current is, now striving for a sense of balance and also freedom. So they may be looking for a sense of meaning in their day-to-day activities, how they want to move forward in their life. So things like that. So this energy indicates a period of deep introspection, contemplation, and things that have been confusing, things that have been in the dark, comes to the surface. When this card shows up in a reading, it could be that the current is coming across some deep insights, revelations, realizations, which then help them release what no longer is helpful for them, and focus on something that's more meaningful. So yes, this is a card of release, letting go of what's no longer helpful. And it doesn't have to be about creating space for the new. This is about being okay with the empty space and waiting for new inspiration, new insights. And this is also a card of creativity. So lovely energy. And when this card shows up in a reading, something that we need to be mindful of is perfectionist tendencies. So we may find ourselves, with this energy, we may find ourselves seeking perfection. It could be self-expectations, how we want to show up, or it could be our relationships, it could be situations. So that is something to be mindful of, because seeking perfection is a good thing. But then at the same time, we don't want to let that frustrate us, disappoint us, and affect our relationships, things like that. So that is something we need to be careful of. So Star asks us, what is life without dream? Without dreams, right? So it inspires us to dream, to really understand what is it that we want to achieve, who do we want to be. And when we have clarity around those questions, that is what this energy is, finding that clarity, introspection, contemplation, self-reflection. So when we have that clarity around around those questions, who do we want to be? What do we want to achieve in our life? How do we want to move forward in our life? Then we will come across new inspiration, new insights. The path will open up on its own, and we will come across some guidance, things like that. So this is a gateway. Star is a gateway. It helps us understand ourselves better, our goals and dreams, and how do we want to live our life. And instead of just mindlessly going through our life, making choices, decisions that are not helpful for us, but it helps us sit down, reflect on our experiences, our future, what is it that we want to create. And when we have clarity around our goals and dreams, then the path opens up and we will come across some inspiration, insights, new opportunities, guidance. This energy of Star is also about detachment. Now, there was a time when I was struggling with the concept of detachment, I didn't know what it was all about. I didn't have access to books, and there was no library nearby. And my only access to information related to spirituality and personal growth was this daily column in a newspaper called Times of India. And the column is called Speaking Tree. And I used to read that every single day. And people wrote about detachment, but they didn't explain what it's all about. So, and I was going through, some emotional turmoil. So I really wanted to understand what this is all about. So, so one day what happened was I sat down, I started writing about all my, my understanding about detachment, all my questions, what I want to know, everything. I started writing it down. And in the middle of writing, I suddenly realized something. And, I didn't stop writing. I still, kept on writing, and I didn't know where the thoughts were coming from. And so this is what I wrote down. Detachment is not about not caring. Detachment is about separating ourselves from that situation and not getting entangled in the other person's emotions. When we get entangled, then it causes, it leads to anger, pain, frustration, sadness, and that's not going to help us or the other person, right? So what's really need to happen is separate ourselves, our own emotions, so we can truly be present and focus on the other person instead of what is it causing within us. What needs to happen is really be present and focus on the other party, and try to understand what do they need, and how can we help. So that way we can truly be there and support another. So that's what detachment is about. So there is this misconception that detachment is about not caring and separating ourselves and focusing on ourselves. It's not that. We all need each other, right? We all want to be with each other when the other person is going through something. So star is our guiding force. This is light in the dark. Star shows us the way. And when this appears in a reading, this indicates a strong connection to our higher self. Or it could be that the person is receiving guidance from someone else, support, understanding from someone else. So this is all about healing our own wounds and helping others heal. Star's energy to me is all about emptying out, releasing. When we empty out all our knowledge, learnings, thoughts, concepts, and ideas, and wait in silence, wait with patience, and be okay with the emptiness, then we allow an inner light to shine through, a new vision to shine through. This light then shows us the way. So star is all about acceptance and surrender, and confiding in a greater power. And this is prayer. And when we accept that we don't know, and when we ask for guidance, then the path opens up, things becomes easier and effortless. So this is about including our spirit guides, our and also paying attention to our own intuition. So star is all about psychic awareness and intuitive wisdom. So when this shows up in a reading, this reminds the querent to pay close attention to their recurring thoughts they are having, the conversations they are having with others, or it could also be signs and synchronicities, their dreams, things like that. So that is important. So yeah, star's energy is all about healing, this is also about releasing what no longer is helpful, and this is about silence, spirituality. When this card shows up, it's a good time to take up a spiritual practice. And when I said spiritual practice, I don't mean just meditation or some religious practices. What I mean by that is anything that help us ground our energies, balance our energies, and any activities that help us connect with ourselves and create a sense of inner peace and harmony is a spiritual practice. So it could be an art form, painting, it could be music, it could be poetry, or it could just be finding that peace in nature. So anything that help us balance our energies is a spiritual practice. This reminds us to shine brighter. So when life makes us contract, when life wants us to hide, this energy is about challenging that force and shine even brighter. So yes, being authentic, being real, being honest about, being honest and transparent about our own feelings, acknowledging and honoring our feelings is what Star's energy is all about. And Star is the 17th card in Tarot, and this has the energy of both Magician and the Chariot, and also the Strength card. So I have the cards here. So that's Magician, Chariot. So this is the number 1 card, then number 7th card, and then the 17 adds to number 8, that's a Strength. So Star's energy has all these, is a combination of all these energies. So Magician, as we all know, is about manifestation. This is about clarity, clear vision, focused intention, clarity around what is it that we want, and then going for it, putting our energy and attention towards those things. And then Chariot has to do with self-control, staying true to ourselves, staying on our path, and not getting distracted. It could also be inner, being in control of our own emotions, our wants, our needs, rights, wrongs, those conflicting inner conflicts that we all go through. It could be that, or it could be external distractions. So this is about knowing who we are, what we want, what is it that we are going after, and then staying focused on them. And a Strength card is about inner strength. This is about, resilience. And so that's what the Star's energy is all about, right? This is all about, letting go of all these struggles and finding peace. This doesn't, when I said that, I don't mean changing something in our external. This is about finding peace in chaos, and knowing that there is order in chaos. Trusting ourselves, trusting in our own power to and our own inner light to show us the way. So this is a new endeavor, transformation, healing, and renewal, hope, optimism, and positivity. So lovely energy. If you have a question, if you want to learn more about this card, send me a message and I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and talk about this card. And tarot readers, do share your thoughts. It's always nice to learn something new. All right, so I will see you in my next reading. Till then, please take good care of yourself and enjoy your week. Bye-bye.